And now, Dean Forgio with a spoken word piece. So, just how far down do you want to go? Or we could talk it out over a cup of joe, and you could look deep into my eyes like I was a supermodel. Uh huh. Well, it's you and me, baby. No one else we can trust. We'll say nothing to no one, know how or we bust, and never crack a smile or flinch or cry for nobody. Uh uh. Well, give your ID card to the border guard. Yeah, your alias says you're Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the United Federation of Planets, 'cause he won't speak English anyway. And everybody knows that the world is full of stupid people. So meet me at the mission to midnight. We'll divvy up there. And everybody knows that the world is full of stupid people. Well, I got the pistols, so I'll keep the pesos. Yeah, and that seems fair. This episode, Performers I Know, episode 38, special guest Jaynalie Rios, coming at you. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are performers I know. All right, everyone, here we are. Another fun-filled episode of the Performers I Know. This is episode number 38. Coming right at you. Here we go. This week, I'm super, super excited for this guest. She is a singer, an actress, an all-around wonderful person. Glad to have her as my guest this week. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Jaynalie Rios. Jaynalie, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So, once upon a time, around 2020, 2021, I was doing one of my scene showcases, and it was a little scene called The Moths and the Fiery Flame. I already had Ryan Hill as Bean, and I needed somebody to play opposite him. I auditioned quite a few young ladies, and I just wasn't really, they weren't really quite getting the essence of the character. And then Jana Lee came along and she nailed the character in literally one line. It's one of those things where I go, if I don't cast her in this part, this will be the biggest mistake I ever made. And yeah, it turned out to be splendiferous. So, Jana Lee, my first question to you, as I asked all of my guests, what was it that got you bitten by the performance bug? What got you into dancing and singing and acting and all that wonderful stuff?
Well, I first started performing when I was around 2 or 3 years old, when I was doing dance showcases and recitals. And I started acting when I was 7 years old, when my mom first gave me a script and said, "How about you learn this?" And I was really excited, and it was really fun for me.
And that script was The Crucible, of course. No, no. Well, it's a that's a very dry, very long play. That's kind of the joke. Yes. So Jana Lee did this voiceover role for me, The Wallace and the Fiery Flame, where she played Nina the Moth. And was this the first time you had ever done a voiceover, strictly voiceover, or had you done that before?
I believe it was my first voiceover.
Ah, okay. And you played off of Ryan Hill spectacularly, and you conveyed the right amount of terror that for Owen Connor, who played the Flame, and he was just chill. He chilled me to the very bone. What was it like playing such a demure character, based kind of sort of off of a Disney cartoon from the past?
It was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm always afraid people are going to be like, "I hated it, Dane. It was terrible. Don't ever cast me in that again." But just the opposite of that is hearing that people enjoyed it, especially enjoying my the works that I write. It gives me a purpose. It gives me drive to make myself a better person. Oh, oh my goodness. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, Jaynalie not only is a talented actress and singer, she has parlayed it into, I guess, a little bit of a modeling career because as I'm sure everybody's well aware, or if you're not well aware, you should be aware. She was crowned Little Miss Puerto Rico. And was it for this year or was it last year?
It was 2023.
Ah, yes. And how did that come about? How did such a fantastical opportunity come your way like that?
Well, me and my mom have always been looking at the pageant for a very long time. And one day it was it, it turned statewide, which it never was before. So I was really excited and I was like, this is my chance. And yeah, it was super exciting.
What do you have like specific duties as Little Miss Puerto Rico, or because like like how Miss America kind of has certain things that they do while they're holding that title.
Yeah, so we at first we attended the Puerto Rican Day Parade and we were on the float, just the queens, and it was really exciting. And then we have to we have to attend the other events that they have, and we get to mentor the next candidates. And yeah, I really liked it.
So like you pass the crown to the next person. Is that I'm guessing that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Fun. And when does the term end? I mean, if is it it's a yearly thing, yes?
yeah. When crowning night, when it's coming soon, we have to we have to watch them do their last introductions and stuff, and then we give away our crown to them, and they're the new queens.
Okay. Well, there you go. I myself am no stranger to winning awards. I won the best face for radio 16 years running. I'm very proud of that. Very proud of
That's amazing.
that. I'm joking, of course.
Oh,
I'm. Oh my God, that was such a genuinely. That's very sweet of you to give me that positivity. But really, like, no, not really. I can't make. Oh my goodness. So yes, Jaynalie parlayed this her wonderful voice acting talent, and that is one of the things that I love working with you is because you have such an expressive voice, and when you tried out for Nina, like I said, you nailed it in the front. Oh, Bean, hello, and like you just had that wonderful expressiveness to it, where I was just like bam, nailed it, one line, just you hit the home run ball, and it was sailing away. So yes, it was wonderful to work with you on that. And fast forward a little bit, we did Fantastic Fairy Tales, Jack and the Beanstalk, and Jana Lee played Goldie the Harp. And yes, star making turn playing opposite Andrew Rosenblum. even though technically you never met him because everybody pretty much, a little inside baseball, folks. Several people recorded their stuff separately. As a matter of fact, you recorded with Thompson Norstead, who was the Goose, but you never met Andrew. I mean, I'm sure you were thinking like, well, I guess he's a nice guy. I don't know. I mean, did you happen to listen to that recording afterwards, the finished product?
Yeah.
Well, and so you again the perfectly shy, demure character that you played, and you even got to do a little mini composition that I wrote called "Jack No Hide." Hmm. Very proud of that number. What was it like to, and on not even that, you also got to sing a very lovely song from Cinderella the musical. What was it like getting to tap into that for your character?
It was really fun. I really liked the songs. And I just it was just really enjoyable for me.
Well, I'm very glad that it was enjoyable because again, worst comes to worst, people can just be like, "No, Dane, I would rather sit on a cactus than do that again." But not you, Jaynalie. You loved it, every second of it, and I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Mhm. So yes, as we've moved along in this wonderful thing that we call virtual theater, but Jana Lee is no stranger to doing live theater in person because just well, as we record this, it is August 2nd. Um, by the time this airs, it'll be November. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You were in a play called Persephone, where you
Yep,
played, now I want to get this right, Demeter? Demeter?
the meter.
Demeter, yes. And that is you, you were the mother of the main character.
Yes.
Can you give us a little synopsis of what was going on in that play?
Um so
Um, it, um,
sorry, what'd you say again?
can you, what was the play about?
It was about Hades and Persephone's love and how they met and how they grew to love each other basically.
Oh, so like they went way down Hades Town, way down under the ground? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, so it took place in Hades, the town, and yeah.
Oh, I mean, and just think they made a Broadway musical about it. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? I should um I should note that I saw Hades Town for the first time quite a few years ago. And it's one of those musicals where I want to go see it again, but I just haven't had a chance to. I highly suggest you all go to see it because it is wonderful stuff. Yes. So you you also parlayed into doing a lot of dancing as well. Um, was it similar in the singing and acting where somebody just handed you like dancing shoes, like, "Hey, Jada Lee, do this," or did it come a little more naturally?
Um, for me, I think it was just that there was a dance studio near our house, and I was 2 years old at the time. And my mom, she saw the little kids' classes, and she just thought, "Hey, that'd be good for my daughter," and she put me in, and I've loved it ever since. Cause when I was younger, I've always been singing and dancing, and it was just a perfect fit.
Well, you can't ask for anything more than a perfect fit. I myself um, try to sing. I'm not very good at it, but I still try. I also, try to dance. And I knock several people over as I do it, but I still try. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not a triple threat. Oh, I'm a singular threat because well, I guess you can say I'm a triple threat in that I do acting, impressions, and I play air guitar. Yeah, I we
You
will.
are a great writer.
Oh well, yes, that too, that too. We'll replace the air guitar with writing. That's my. That's my. You know what? I'll just call myself a quadruple threat. That's we'll go with that. Yes, but folks, I don't mean to alarm you, but and I'm looking around all conspiratorially. You can't see me, of course. Jaynalie is on Amazon Prime in a movie. I don't know if you knew that. The movie is called Space Cadet, and she was with the lovely Emma Roberts, amongst other people, and Gabrielle Union. And you made some really, really wonderful friends on that. Amongst them, Dustin Sardella's sister. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. What is her first name? I don't know. No, this is terrible. Samira. There we go, Samira. You guys met each other and you became besties, I guess you can say. But what was going on there, and how did that come about that you got yourself onto Space Cadets?
So my mom, she randomly got an audition, and the scripts, it seemed like really cute and fun, and we were like, okay, let's try it. And then I got an email that I was going to be in a movie, and I was just shocked and super excited because it's my first movie ever.
And who is your character? Is it just a young, I guess, for lack of a better term, space cadet?
Yeah, it was camper number three.
Oh, okay. Camper number three. They didn't give people names.
No, we didn't get a name.
I'm gonna call you Patricia. Yay! And what was it like? Did you get to meet Emma Roberts, or did you get to meet any of the big old stars of the show?
Yes, we did, and they were super nice, and we actually got to take photos.
Ooh, that's exciting. I'm very jealous. You got to meet Emma Roberts, and also Gabrielle Union. Oh, goodness gracious. Do you have any stuff coming up that you would like to tell people about? The lovely, lovely people at home.
Um, I do have a movie coming out.
Oh, tell me. Oh, actually, well, you know what? Hang on. Let me back up a second. Is this a super secret, like hush hush, or can you talk about
Um, I think I can just say that yeah, it's it's a movie and that it's on voiceover. So yeah, it's coming out 2025. So excited.
it? Oh my God, I don't know where that came from. I don't think I've ever had my voice go that high. It's an animated project?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, now I'll have to look at all the movies coming out in 2025 and cross-reference them. I got a lot of work to do here. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh man. So in terms of, because now you've done voice acting and you've done acting, do you have a preference for what you do, or you just enjoy it overall?
I don't really have a preference. I enjoy it all.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. I know a lot of people who prefer one or the other, but I also know quite a few people who like to do both. But folks, let's remember, well, it should be out in about around August or so. But this is kind of a departure for Jaynalie because in the first two projects she did with me, she was the demure, kind, sugary sweet gal. But in Johnny's Night Out, she's kind of playing the wild bad girl, um, Betty Lou DiGregorio. Is that kind of a departure for you, playing somebody who's not sugary, sweet, and innocent, kind of more of a Betty Rizzo than anything else?
Yeah, I haven't played many characters like Betty Lou, so it's really exciting getting to go outside of my comfort zone, and it's really fun. I love her character.
Ah, yes. And you playing opposite Ryan, and I remember the two of you have very good chemistry in the in our rehearsal. You really have good chemistry with just about everybody. So bravo, bravo right there. Um, well, ladies and gentlemen, oh, oh my goodness, it is pouring rain out right now. So I hope that doesn't pick up in the recording. This isn't good. Um, so as I look at the old clock on the wall and the steady downpour of rain over here, I'm starting to see that we are running just a smidgen out of time, but we have time for one last question. So, Jane Lee, my question to you, as I ask all of my guests, if somebody were to come up to you and say, "Hey, Jane Lee, I want to do what you do. I want to do acting. I want to do singing. I want to do dancing. I even aspire to be a little Miss Puerto Rico or a little Miss anything one day." What would be the piece of advice that you would give them to best succeed in that endeavor?
I would tell them to definitely follow your dreams, and if it's what you really would love to do, then by any means possible, get to where you want to be. So, I when someone asks me, I usually give them names of places where they can start. And yeah,
Actually, I that's a very interesting answer because I think you might be the first person who, I mean, everybody, of course, has given very solid advice for starting, but the fact that you have names and places that you could say, okay, go do this, and this person, and this person is very important. And I applaud you for that, for having the knowledge to be able to do that. So bravo to you for that. Well,
thank you.
you're welcome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the outro plays us out, I want to thank my special guest, Jaynalie Rios. Jaynalie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. That wasn't it.
And I will see you all on the next episode. So long. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know.